You fool! To cross a wire is death!
What wire?
This wire! The warning wire!
Oh.
It's absolutely forbidden to cross it, you know that.
Yeah, but my baseball rolled over there. How am I gonna get my baseball?
You first ask permission.
Oh, okay. Get my baseball!
Stop this nonsense, get over the wire! Immediately!
Okay.
You stay there. Out of the way. Out. What are you doing over here by the wire?
Well, like I told Max here, I was trying to get my gun.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Lights, Camera, Classics, the show where we bridge Hollywood history with today's vibe. I'm your host, Movie Man Gary, and today we're diving into one of the most magnetic stars ever to grace the silver screen, the one, the only, Steve McQueen. They called him the King of Cool, and trust me, that title was earned. So buckle up, because we're about to take a high-speed ride through rebellion, racing, and raw charisma. Before he became a legend, Steve McQueen's story sounded more like a script out of a survival drama. Born in 1930, raised during the Great Depression, his dad walked out early and his mom struggled with addiction. He spent time in reform schools and even joined the Marines as a way out. But that grit, that resilience, it never left him. After getting out of the military, he used his GI Bill to study acting in New York under none other than Lee Strasberg and Uta Hagen, the same folks who taught legends like Marlon Brando and Marilyn Monroe. And McQueen, he wasn't just another method actor. He had this quiet intensity, a man of few words who didn't need a script to say 1,000 things. His breakout came in the late 1950s with the TV show Wanted Dead or Alive. But it was the Magnificent Seven in 1960 that made audiences sit up and say, wait, who's that guy?
Ben?
Howdy.
Like to buy you a drink.
Whiskey?
Got anything lined up?
Yeah. I'm gonna take a job in a grocery store. Fella says I'm gonna make a Cracker Jack clerk. Cracker Jack.
Well, that's your taste.
I did hear of a job below the border shooting some flies away from a village, but I can't find out what it pays.
$20.
A week?
6 weeks, the whole job.
Well, that's ridiculous. You heard of anything?
Yeah. Below the border, shooing some flies away from a little village. Their village.
Pays $20.
Looking for men right now.
No, I wouldn't even pay for my bullets. Ours is a poor village.
We understand you could get much more in a grocery store, and it's good, steady work.
Yep. How many you got?
Even sharing the screen with big names like Yul Brynner, McQueen's cool, understated presence totally stole the show. And that became his signature, doing the most by doing the least. If you've ever seen The Great Escape, you know the scene. Steve McQueen on a motorcycle, jumping a barbed wire fence to freedom. That 1963 film cemented McQueen's icon status. What's wild is he insisted on doing most of his own stunts. He was a legit gearhead, obsessed with racing, cars, bikes, anything with an engine. The motorcycle jump became the symbol of rebellion in the 60s. It wasn't just cinematic, it was cultural. McQueen embodied this anti-hero energy that millennials and Gen Z totally vibe with today. You know, the outsider who refuses to play by the rules. He wasn't the polished, perfect hero. He was real, flawed, tough, and cool without trying. Basically, he walked so Ryan Gosling in Drive could run. And now we get to the movie that defined not just McQueen's career, but a whole generation of action cinema, Bullitt, released in 1968. Here's the setup. McQueen plays Frank Bullitt, a San Francisco cop investigating a mob hit gone wrong. But this wasn't your average police procedural. It was gritty, realistic, minimal dialogue, long, intense silences that told you everything. But let's be real. The reason Bullitt lives forever in film history is that car chase. That chase redefined movie action. McQueen's '68 Ford Mustang GT 390 Fastback became a legend on its own. No CGI, no shaky camera, just raw speed, real stunts, and McQueen himself doing most of the driving. It was filmed with precision. You feel every gear shift, every bump, every tire squeal. It's like the original Fast and Furious, only with way more style and none of the green screen. And that minimalist performance? Classic McQueen. Every look, every pause, every movement, perfectly calculated, but effortlessly cool. He didn't just act cool, dude was cool. In fact, Bullitt basically invented the modern action hero archetype, the lone wolf cop who plays by his own rules. From Clint Eastwood's Dirty Harry to Denzel Washington's Man on Fire to even John Wick, they all owe something to Frank Bullitt. After Bullitt, McQueen was unstoppable. He followed it with the Thomas Crown Affair, where he swapped a leather jacket for a three-piece suit and made being a rich, clever thief look incredible. Then came Papillon, a prison escape film that showed his dramatic depth alongside Dustin Hoffman. And then The Getaway, where his chemistry with Ally McGraw practically set the screen on fire. But despite the fame, McQueen never chased celebrity. He was a private guy, a bit of a loner, a racer, a thinker, a man who valued authenticity over appearances. He was Hollywood's anti-Hollywood star. Unfortunately, his life was cut short. He passed away in 1980, just 50 years old, from mesothelioma. But his impact still roars down the cinematic highway. Even today, fashion houses name collections after him, car brands reference him, and actors from Brad Pitt to the aforementioned Ryan Gosling cite him as the template for effortless charisma. Here's why Steve McQueen still matters, especially for the millennials and Gen Z that have never seen any of his movies. He was the prototype of authenticity in a world obsessed with image. He didn't overperform, he underplayed, and that was his power. He taught us that being cool isn't about being loud, it's about being real. In an age of filters and overexposure, Steve McQueen's legacy reminds us that mystery, confidence, and individuality never go out of style. So, the next time you're watching a slick action movie or someone says, cool is effortless, remember, Steve McQueen defined that, and that's so Hollywood. That's it for today's episode of Lights, Camera, Classics. If you enjoyed the ride, hit that like button, subscribe for more Hollywood deep dives, and tell me in the comments which Steve McQueen movie is your favorite. Until next time, keep it classic, keep it cool, and remember.
Are all American officers so ill-mannered?
About 99%.
Then perhaps while you are with us, you will have a chance to learn some. 10 days isolation hills.
Captain Hills.
20 days.
Right. Oh, you'll still be here when I get out.
Cooler.